If you're looking for a brand new Xbox controller and not sure which one to buy, stay tuned for today's video because I'll be going through the top 5 best Xbox controllers you can buy currently on the market based on its price, performance, quality, and its competitiveness based on research from the internet as well as my personal opinion also inputted into this list. Now, before we begin today's video, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on so you never miss any of my videos like this. Remembering, I'm posting every Tuesday, 6 AM, and every Friday, 6 AM, so make sure you check them out whenever you feel free to. And also, if you've got any questions or queries or not sure how to do something on Xbox, chuck it down in the comment section below because I'm always willing to help you guys, so don't feel afraid to reach out to me at all, so make sure you go do that. Now let's get into this top 5 list, starting from the best and all the way to the 5th best. Now guys, coming in at number 1 is obviously the controller Microsoft created themselves, is the Xbox Elite controller. Now, it's obviously starting at $250 Australian. I don't know what that converts to in all your other regions, but it is a pretty hefty pricey controller. Now, the only reason why it's that pricey is because it offers 30 new ways to play on your controller. Now, I think that's awesome. Basically, it also ranges from basically shorter head trigger locks. For example, that allows you to shoot faster in competitive FPS titles. Now, if you're a competitive gamer, this will probably be the controller for you, as well as quality and performance. It ticks all the boxes basically that I mentioned at the start of the video. If you're after that, you're going to be forking out $250, but it is worth it. You also get tension of all the 6 thumbsticks included, and it can also be adjusted to enhance your aiming while gaming, which is another competitive quality and also a better thing that enhances your performance while gaming. Now, I think the gamepad, changing it out to any type of little gamepad you want as well, is also helpful for your competitive gaming and the quality of its feel. Its build feels really strong. I've held it before myself and I like the thumbsticks and the trigger sticks on the back. I think that also makes it more competitive and high quality. And now you can also change the little button like color as well through the Xbox accessories app, so check that out. If you've got it and you don't know that you could do that, you can. I think it's awesome. But yeah, basically it's rechargeable as well, so it's wireless. You can also plug it in to make it wired to charge it, but personally I like charging it on the little stand while you're not gaming. So this will basically get rid of the battery issue for Xbox because they're renowned for their battery usage. They go through so many batteries. This eliminates that problem as well as enhancing the quality, performance, and the competitiveness while you're gaming. That's why it's in my number 1 spot. Now, coming in at number 2, guys, controversially, is obviously the standard Xbox wireless controller. Now, obviously, some of you are probably confused on why I chose this as my number 2. The reason I chose this as my number 2 is because of its wireless connectivity to your Xbox, obviously, as well as to your phone and computer if you want to game on your phone or your computer. Now, that's why it's in my number 2 spot, as well as its quality and its hand size as well. It feels real high quality and the hand size is perfect for all hand sizes, so that's why it puts it in its number 2 spot for today. Now, obviously, as well as it being like the right hand size for all hands, it also has equally responsive buttons. The only issue is with this controller is after a while you can get stick drift with this, and obviously the Elite controller eliminates that, whereas the Classic is basically it's done for. But a way to get around this is just turn up the dead zone and that will eliminate most of the stick drift. You can basically get plain charge kits to eliminate the battery problem for these controllers, which is also another great thing, but obviously it's going to fork out like another $20 to $30 for a plain charge kit. Obviously, it is worth the $30 you get it from if you just want like a semi-competitive, like medium quality controller, and it performs well. I've never had a problem with it. It's never let me down apart from the stick drift, obviously, but you can also have it wired if you choose to as well, if you want to basically play while it's charging or have no batteries in it at the back while you're playing. Up to you on there, but that's why it's in the number 2 spot for today. You can get it in a range of basically colors as well. I meant to say a range of colors as well. You can choose from all the colors Xbox provide, which I think's cool. With the Elite controller, you can't obviously get different colors, but the color with it already looks good enough for me personally. I don't know about you. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, if you like the color of the Xbox Elite controller or of all the normal Xbox controllers colors as well. Let us know down in the comment section below. Now let's get on to number 3. Now strangely guys, coming in at number 3 is the Turtle Beach Recon Controller. Now, it's obviously wired only, unfortunately, which lets it down already, but that should not let your hopes or opinions down for this controller, because for its price and basically the buttons it comes with and the headset controllability on the controller completely makes up for this controller, and that's why it's landed in the number 3 spot. It just comes from $99 onwards basically, which is a pretty good price considering the Xbox controllers usually come from $100 to $110. With this controller you're basically gaining back paddles, headset controllability on the controller, which I think is cool, and pro aim assist mode for the controller as well, which basically makes it even more worth it than the normal Xbox controllers. The only things that it's costing you is obviously its quality. It is made out of plastic and feels a bit cheap when you're holding it, unfortunately, but it also has the issues of being wide, so you basically have to have a long cord for it if you want to make it extend it even more, and if your TV is far away from you when you game, well then that could be an issue for you while you're gaming. But those are the only 2 things that let down the controller. Other than that, it's good for competitiveness and obviously its performance. It's also quite light and a reasonable size in your hands, so it will not basically affect the hand size issues for most people as well. So that's why it's in my number 3 spot for today. Let us know guys down in the comment section below if you're enjoying today's video. Go do that right now. Let me know if you ever made it to this part of the video. Chuck it in the comment section below. Chuck Xbox is cool or Xbox is awesome down in the comment section below if you made it this far in the video. Now let's move on to my number 4 controller. Now coming in at number 4 guys is the Thrustmaster ESWAP XR. Now these controllers are very cool and very unique, since you can basically legit pull out the thumbsticks like the Elite controller, but basically take out a whole section of the controller. This controller is basically anything you want it to be. You can redesign it to be like the PlayStation 5 controller, or obviously like however you like it. You can basically design it for Forza exactly, because this controller can come in a Forza Horizon edition, right? And you can have like a little steering wheel on the controller as a little thumbstick and basically control your steering with it, which I think is exceptional for its controller. Now, it's obviously landing in around $280 to $300. It is a very pricey controller and more than the Xbox Elite controller. Now, what makes this controller worth the buy is obviously it's a very comfortable controller. You can design it to how you want it, so it can be more comfortable while you're gaming on your Xbox. Now, obviously it is very aesthetically pleasing to look at, which makes it even more worth it as well. I think this controller looks cool. You basically also the thumbstick customizations make it extremely worth it, as well as I mentioned before. It makes it easier to play driving games, competitive like driving games or racing games, which I think is pretty cool. This controller is basically meant for people with big hands as well, so if you've got small hands, unfortunately this won't be the controller for you, but don't you worry, small handers out there, this controller after this one will be for you. Just let me get through this explanation right now and I'll be right onto that small hander controller, so stay tuned for that guys, don't go anywhere. But the only things that let down this controller is basically how it's only wired, unfortunately, so again you'll need a long cord if you're sitting pretty far away from your Xbox if you like to game on your couch. But obviously if you have a monitor like me, this won't be so much of an issue, but obviously the wiring does get annoying and gets tangled in your hands. It's the only letdown of this controller, but if you're looking for a competitive, high quality and good performance controller, this is the one for you to get. Now let's move on to our 5th and final controller. Now coming in at number 5 guys is the Asus ROG Raikiri Pro controller. Now sorry if I said that completely wrong. I've never actually come across this brand for its controllers. I know it's known for its gaming computers and obviously its monitors, but this controller is just super aesthetically pleasing to look at. Now obviously it is a small hander controller, so for all your small handers out there guys, this controller is for you. Now obviously it is a serious win, this controller, because it has an OLED display on the controller. It's a bit pointless, but I think it's cool, which makes it up for its design. It also has like the LED RGB type lights as well, so you can actually change them through the software app on your computer to the colors you want it to be, as well as the OLED screen if you choose to, which I think is pretty damn cool. Now, personally for me, I've never ever held this controller in my hands before, but just by looking at the grip on the controller and basically the back paddles on the controller, it makes it pretty competitive and it looks high quality. Now obviously it's pretty damn pricey. $270 is basically its price it's at, and that's only its starting price, and it can be so much more in other places as well, or depending on your location. I would recommend this controller if you've got obviously small hands looking for a competitive controller or a decently high quality controller. Now it would be the controller for you to get if you've obviously got small hands. That's basically the winner for me. I've obviously got small hands, so this controller would win me over any day, and I actually might considering buying in the future. Now obviously guys, that brings that close to my top 5 Xbox controllers you can get currently on the market in this stone age. Now let me know down in the comment sections below if you enjoyed today's video, liked my list. Let me know if I've missed any other good brands or Xbox controllers down in the comment section below. I'd love to know, guys, on what other controllers could be possibly better than these controllers that I've never ever heard of before. Let me know down in the comment section below. I'm very keen on hearing all your opinions down there as well. Make sure you also like, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on so you never miss any of my videos like this, because every Tuesday, guys, it will be a top 5 video, and I hope to soon bring out unboxing and reviews of Xbox products. Now, obviously it takes time and money, but I'll be happily do that at my own free will. I think Xbox and Microsoft in general is just a great brand and products. They have good products, as well as the brands around them that create the controllers and the headsets for them as well. I think they're real awesome as well for them, and I think they'd be good to review. So let me know down in the comment section below if you want to see content like this on this channel, apart from top 5 videos, obviously Xbox talk videos, and obviously tutorials. I'd like to expand it to really get this content more appealing to you guys. So let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll catch you all in the next video.